Halloween shirt, so I gotta cover that up. There we go.
Good morning. My name is Ryder Tucker.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of 91 Reasons? No.
Tucker time.
Tucker time?
Yes.
I have my, can they see my jacket there?
Yeah, they can see it.
Now
Okay.
they can see it.
All
Yep.
right. There we go. There we go. Got my shirt on.
I didn't wear anything, Morrissey. I didn't get that memo.
Oh, I'm not wearing it. It's all over here.
I wear black on the outside because black is how I feel on the
On
inside.
the inside.
We were sitting here watching Top of the Pops videos from the 80s.
I look like someone's mom.
You are.
And we found this old
Like a
lady.
little lady.
She keeps asking us.
I really do. I
she
look
keeps-
like my mom in this.
She keeps
picture.
asking us for our paperwork. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm sure there's a reference in there somewhere, right?
My sweatshirt that's been made into a cardigan with my red cardinal.
But we're not here to talk about the cardigans.
No, we're not.
We're here to talk about,
The Smiths.
because Ryder's obsessed with
The Smiths.
and always talks about,
The Smiths.
which is not the family next door. They're the Monroes. So what do we got here today? You want to? Why don't you show off your shirts?
Shirts first?
Yes, or explain where did
Should
this
we mention how ironic
where did
it
this
is that we have a
fixation come
child
from?
into the Smiths when it
Well, it came
you're
from
only
you
alive
guys.
because of the Smiths,
So,
right?
I'll
Go
tell,
ahead.
I'll tell it from my memory. I think that's funnier.
Okay.
So-
From your memory, well, you wouldn't go all the way back to the beginning then.
No. I'll tell you from what I feel like I've been told ever since I was a child.
Oh, this
So-
would be good.
My parents met at a Morrissey convention, but it goes back further than that. My mom was watching TV, and on the TV they were doing an interview with like Morrissey fans, and my dad was interviewed, and he was dressed up like Morrissey, and he had a Morrissey Barbie doll, and he was like, "This is my Morrissey Barbie doll."
See, he did dolls before I did dolls.
And so then my mom was like, "That's such a cool guy and his cool doll." And then
You should probably tell the whole story.
my mom was married
I was sitting on the couch with my husband, not your dad at the time.
to another man who looked nothing like my father.
No.
And so my mom was like, "That's a cool guy and his cool doll." And then she forgot about it until later in October. It was October, I don't know the exact date.
October 12th, 1992.
I was going to say that.
Get you.
On October 12th, she was waiting in line to get to the Morrissey convention. And in line in front of her is the guy with the doll. There's
There it
the
is.
doll.
You
One
see
of
him?
many, but because you made multiples, right?
Yeah, I gave one to Morrissey. There's a picture of him
Morrissey
with the
has
doll.
one.
And then I made that one for myself, and I made one for your mother
Who's
and
the
one for
head
Laura.
of? Like, who is he?
That is Vanilla Ice.
Now he's Morrissey.
But that is how I met him. I actually met Laura and Steve first because he was too busy hitting on some girls in front of, like we were behind them. He was hitting on the girls in front of us. They looked like they were about 15. And he was showing off he had his little box. And he
I was
showing-
like
he
19 at
was
the
showing off
time.
his
It's not like
doll.
I was an old man.
I make
but-
Morrissey dolls.
Yeah, that's exactly how I talked.
And I was like, oh my God, that's the guy that makes the dolls.
And then you guys became friends, and then he invited you to go see the play that he's in.
Yes.
Because my dad was a nerd. And so, you went to go see the play
I'll hold it up.
with your husband.
Yes, we
and
were
then-
invited to go see the play. So
And then
at Cerritos College.
And I was at the play with my husband. Weird.
There was no husband. He had no husband. And then you invited Dad. You and Dad became close friends. And then you invited him to your Valentine's Day party. You were
Yes,
throwing
which was
at your house.
February 14th, 1993.
Do you remember, Rachel?
So
It
from
was the night of
October
that
to
horrible
February.
thunderstorm.
And you guys had a Morrissey tribute or impersonator.
We had the Sweet and Tender Hooligans,
and Tender
who is a
Hooligans.
very famous cover
Who
band
I saw in
now.
concert.
Like they
this
legit
year.
are huge. And I knew Jose like literally before they were really a band, and he's like, I do cover songs for the Smiths, and I'm like, oh my God, I need to hire you for my Valentine's party. And he charged me $350, which was a
But
lot in that
You
time.
didn't have $350.
Well, I know.
And also,
Technically, I think he said $300, but when he got to the party, it was suddenly $350. So yes, I was $50 short.
you didn't have enough money. And also, you were running away.
That was the night I was running away, so I didn't care what
So
came out of my house because I was literally taking a suitcase,
$300, and then you took your Elvis clock
literally
off
off the
of
wall,
and said, "Is this $50?" And then he said yes, and then you ran away to marry my father.
Well, I didn't do it quite like that. It took a little longer, but I did leave my current husband then that night.
To marry my father.
Yeah, because your dad showed up to the party, and I already had a crush on him, which is probably wrong when you're married, but I totally did from the second I met him. And he brought Laura and I Valentine's gift. My own husband didn't give me anything for Valentine's that day. I guess the party was my Valentine's party. But you showed up with a necklace, and it had meaning and a story. And I was just like,
you gave another man's girl a necklace.
He bring the hostess of the party a gift. That's not weird.
Is that why you did it?
Right? Because I was hosting the party.
That's a weird thing to do. I don't. Well, no, but why didn't you?
I really don't know. I've never asked.
Anything.
Why did you bring me that necklace that night? I know Spencer Gifts has good selling jewelry. Was it just that's where he worked at the time?
Yeah, it was the right thing to do. It was a nice thing to do.
See?
You have to understand that I would never try to steal somebody's wife.
No,
That's just not me.
Not at all. Even after I left that night and said I was leaving my husband, I moved in with Laura and Steve, and I lived with him for quite a while. I kept trying to move in with Jeff.
We can tell this story on the internet?
But he was just like, why couldn't we?
I don't know.
It's our story.
Patent pending. Don't steal it to make a movie. And if you ever go back in time, don't interrupt us at the party.
But anyways, he was just like, no, you're married. Not until you're legally divorced. He was like a stickler on that divorce going through.
Still am.
I wonder.
If I'm going to date a married woman, she has to leave her husband completely.
But the second the divorce went through, he proposed.
And that's why you're here.
And so now I'm here, and every day of my life
is like Sunday.
We only got, every time Morrissey came on, you would turn around in the car and you go, you only exist because of this man.
I do.
If this man wasn't famous, you wouldn't be here. So
true.
I was like, dang, I gotta go see if the guy's worth it. You know?
I always think about that party. Like, so many things could have went differently. I could have decided I was crazy in the head and I needed to stay with my husband. I could have ran away with Jose, the lead singer of the Sweet and Tender Hooligans, because, he was a little flirty. Instead of giving him a clock, just saying. Or I could have fallen for the person that I fell in love with the second I saw him, which is exactly what happened.
And I'm here now, and I like the Smiths.
Yeah, I never thought we'd have a kid so into the Smiths. Did you?
No. Kids don't generally do that.
I also never thought I would get sick of hearing like our music.
I play the
songs,
Smiths every day.
On the way to school.
Every single day.
Well, for Ryder, it's relatively new. For us, it's 30 plus years of listening to the same songs.
He is the only artist that I know every single song, of every word, of every song. Like, the kids trip out because I have such a bad memory. You also know most of
Liberace, to be fair.
No, but seriously, I don't have the greatest memory. But you could put on anything, and I'm instantly knowing everywhere. There's like, how do you do that? I'm like, I don't know. It's weird. They're going to come visit me in the crazy house when I'm old, have dementia, and I'm not going to know who they are, but you put on Morrissey and I'll be able to sing to you, okay?
She thinks we're going to visit.
But I really, really like the Smiths. In fact, it's one of my major and only personality traits. And people know me because I like the Smiths. And that's probably because I own about 700 Smiths t-shirts. And
that's all you wear.
It's all I wear and all I talk about ever. So.
You want to show off your shirt?
I want to show off all my t-shirts.
Okay.
In no particular order, I just grabbed them out of my closet. This is my only long sleeve one. Well, it's like a quarter sleeve. And so it has him on it. You can
match Daddy.
Mm-hmm, it has him on it. And then on the back, it's from the 2018 tour. And so it says Morrissey and has a bunch of tour dates. I've never seen him in concert, so
Jose.
I didn't get this.
You
at
only
the
know
tour.
The Sweet and Tender Hooligans.
Well, because the real reason is I don't really like solo Morrissey. I like the Smiths. So I don't really want to go to Morrissey concerts because I don't want to hear the same
That's
five Morrissey
probably why you
songs.
liked the cover band we saw at the swap meet. This charming man, because he did a lot of Smiths.
Handsome Devil. The Handsome Devils.
Oh, Handsome Devils. I think we've seen them both.
We've seen them both.
Yeah.
I like the Handsome Devils a lot. He gave me a flower.
When's your birthday?
It was my birthday and he gave me a flower. But yeah, no, this is a cool shirt. It's also really big on me though, but it's cool. And then here's my next one. This is just and you see this one everywhere. Whenever people sell Smiths merch, it's this
it looks really good
one.
with that beanie that matches that you wear it with.
Yeah,
I like
and
that
so it has. I like that it has them on it. I thought that was pretty cool. It's got the whole band on it. And then it just says Morrissey, and then it has his face on it. It's in white.
I have to say, I think you actually had a better collection at this age than I did at that age.
I have an
I had a
awesome
couple, but
collection.
They weren't easy
rare.
to get back
They
in
were.
the
I had to
day.
go to Middle Earth Records and
Yeah.
pay like a lot.
This is my favorite. It says the Smiths in the yellow, which is like I wear tons of
I
yellow.
think Austin bought you that one.
No, you bought me this one. Austin
did?
bought me this one.
Oh, you remember?
No, he bought me the turquoise one.
No, it
You
was
bought-
definitely Smith.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
bought me the turquoise Smiths one that I just showed, and then you guys bought me this one because I pointed at it at the concert that we went to and said that it was really cool because he has the flowers and he's like gonna throw them. You know, he's doing his like spinny thing, where he like swings
Spinny
them
thing.
around his
The
head
spinny
a little
thing.
bit. He swings the flowers around, and then he
Yeah,
throws
he like
them.
breaks them before he throws
Yeah.
them.
This is the first one that I got. Dad bought this one for me online. It's the Meat is Murder album, which is my favorite Smiths album, and then it says Smiths like up the side. Fun fact, this guy didn't know he was an album cover. He didn't like sign anything, and they changed what his hat said. This is like,
His hat.
It's got a wrinkle. His eye is greased.
well, yeah, because it also has paint on it because I wore it to school, and I remember being so upset when I got paint on it. But I think it adds character. It's a Morrissey t-shirt. It's just a picture of his face, and it says Morrissey. And then I have this one. This one's really cool because it looks like a magazine, because it's like got like you know what I'm talking about?
A tabloid.
Yeah, and that's really cool because it has the whole band on it, and I like the colors, and I like. Is this Johnny Marr in the glasses? Who's in the sunglasses?
Yeah, that's Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny Marr looks so freaking cool in that one. He's got sunglasses on. I promise I'm almost done. This is a green one that has like pictures of them and also like album covers and also like I can't explain. There's so much going on this one. It's just a bunch of pictures. But I like that it's bright green. I wear this one a lot because of the Smiths being so bright, and I own a lot of green because green is my favorite color. I painted this to wear to the concert, the Sweet and Tender Hooligans. It's got the helmet from the Meat is Murder album, and then it says the Smiths. And then this used to be a t-shirt, and then I cut it off, and I safety pinned it to the back of this jacket, and then I covered the front of the jacket in tons of pins. It's very heavy.
That was quite a collection.
So I don't
These
wear
are
it
all
very
available
often.
right now by calling the 1-800 number on the screen.
I'm waiting for
Supplies
it to get
are
very
limited.
cold so I can wear the big jacket because it's never been cold enough to wear it yet. But that's all my Smith shirts.
It's a fine collection.
Thank you. It can keep growing.
At one
Well,
point, I
Santa
probably
has
had
to
about
remember
10
to
or
buy
12
some more.
myself, and about 30 posters, and
I
then
don't
all the
have any
records.
posters.
Fun fact, I have the t-shirt that I bought at the Morrissey Fest.
I want to see
On
it.
October
I have no
12th,
clue where it is.
1990.
It's somewhere in the garage.
Yeah, and of course I was much tinier, so it would fit you perfectly now. You can have a t-shirt the day I met your dad.
That'd be kind of cool.
It's kind of cool, right?
Also kind of weird.
Oh, it's perfect. You need it.
And then I have all these CDs, which is why Dad bought me a portable CD player.
Mhm.
And then I could put it in my pocket and walk around and look like I'm super cool and mysterious. Because I'm listening to a CD player instead of like Spotify.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, don't mind me. I don't have any ads.
Okay, we have the debut album,
We have 2 copies.
2
I
copies.
still have 2 copies.
There are multiple copies of a lot of these. I don't know. These are Dad's.
What is
from
this
when he
picture
listened
of?
To the Smiths. It's someone and they're like leaning over.
This is from a gay porno.
Oh,
Is
I
that
believe that.
really from
Mhm.
that?
There you go. Surprise!
I didn't know that. What would you have said if
Okay.
I knew the answer
Pick-
to that?
I would have said, what?
pick your favorite song on each album when you go through
Ooh,
it.
okay. I think.
Let's give me one so I can show the tracks.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's easy. My favorite song on this album is "Suffer Little Children." That
Let me
song is
see.
a masterpiece.
What's your favorite, Dad?
I had it upside down. My favorite on this is The Hand That Rocks the Cradle. I don't even have to look.
That's a good one.
I can't ever pick one.
"Suffer Little Children" is so good. That song is so,
He wrote that to bring attention to some murders
to
that
some
were
murders
happening.
that were happening to little kids in the town, and he even
I like
like
Reel
name
Around the
drops them
Fountain.
in the song. What was that one?
Reel Around the Fountain.
That's a good one.
There's no bad
What is he
one.
going to do in that 15 minutes?
15 minutes with you.
Okay,
Oh,
this is a lot. This has 24 tracks.
That's Louder
on
Than
it.
Bombs. That's their compilation
That's
album.
what started both me and your dad, right? Is this your first album?
No,
No,
wasn't
our
the
first
Dad's
album
no,
Queen
was-
is Dead?
It was
Queen is
Queen is
Dead.
Dead.
Yeah. This is Louder Than Bombs. I never understood this album cover. I don't really know who she is or why she's so upset.
I want to say this is Viv. He put this woman Viv on a bunch of covers because she was in old B movies. Most of them are old B movies.
You have a favorite song on there?
I think, there's so many. It's hard to pick just one. I think,
What would you pick besides Asleep?
Asleep is a really good song. I was actually,
Is that your favorite?
I was
No,
going to pick
no.
Half a Person. I used to write Half a Person on all the lyrics to Half a Person are
there's
written on my shoes.
so many golden lights.
Oh,
Just I just
no.
said that as a joke.
Okay. I also really like, I never pronounce it right, the
Dad
Oscillate
is probably.
Wildly.
I'm gonna
I
say
said it
yours
right?
is Back to the Old House.
Yes.
Yeah. See.
But not that version.
No,
I
not
prefer
on
the
that one.
version
Oh.
off of Head Full of Hollow. But yes, that's
That one's coming up.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. Well, you didn't pick one, Mom.
I couldn't.
This is most people's.
The pressure.
See, here's the thing. You get hooked on the Smiths listening to Queen is Dead. When you go to the record store, this is like 1986, 87, you buy Louder Than Bombs because it's just a few dollars more and you get twice as many songs. That's why this album is so popular.
There are some really, really good ones on this album. Like, some
So
really
this
good
was your
ones.
first one?
Yes.
This was actually my first one. It wasn't that one.
The Queen is
I
Dead.
thought it was the same.
I also have two, like, with the pamphlets for some reason.
Do you know when you got this? Do you have the like actual moment you remember, or did you go buy it?
I went and
Yourself.
bought it at Middle Earth.
Middle Earth Records.
Yeah.
This song has so many good ones.
I got the last album for my.
Almost
sweet
every
16.
song on here is a classic.
The only skip is number 8, Vicar and the Tutu.
Yeah, Vicar and a
I
Tutu.
Oh, I
don't-
like that song.
I don't play that one.
Tutu.
Nonsense.
I don't play that one. I usually skip that. But I would say my favorite on this album is Big Mouth Strikes Again. That
It's a great
song
song.
is incredible.
Some girls are bigger than others.
Yeah.
It does contain.
mine
I was going to say mine is frankly Mr. Shankly.
There is a light that never goes out.
Frankly,
Yeah.
Mr. Shankly.
You don't
this
get-
position I
this-
have.
As the professor would say, a song about caring and love and wanting the perfect night.
Also,
There is a light that never goes out.
Cemetery Gates is on this album.
Cemetery, spelled wrong.
Spelled wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this album is like a masterpiece to me.
Masterpiece.
Well, there's like you can't go wrong with that album. Then we have Hatful of Hollow.
Yes, this is a compilation album. It does
Who's
contain.
that guy? Is he anyone special on the cover?
No, I don't know who that is.
He's just a guy.
He's just a guy.
This one has
Or is he like those
11
guys?
songs on it. It has the different version of Back to the Old House.
That's the one you like
Yeah,
better.
yeah, it's a much better version.
I agree. I think it sounds much better. It also has Handsome Devil on it, which I learned was
It only does now. Oh, go ahead, I'm sorry.
I learned that it was really dirty, and
It's
I didn't
dirty.
know that it was dirty.
Yeah, but Handsome Devil wasn't on the original version of Hatful of Hollow. That's a reissue.
Well,
Handsome
dang.
Devil was really hard to find back in the day.
Do you have a favorite on this list?
I
Why won't you just
can't.
pick favorites?
I picked, frankly, Mr. Shankly on the last one. It's really hard for me to pick
She has
one.
no problem picking a favorite child, but a song.
Austin's name in her phone says favorite.
Yeah, just so you know.
This is the best Smiths album, in my opinion. I think
Everyone considers this their best album.
This is the
This
best
is when they're at
Smiths
the
album.
height of their songwriting and
I
musical.
can't name one
What is
song
this,
on
Meat is
here.
Murder?
I can't name one song on here I don't like. I like every single song
Let
on
me see
this
if I can
album.
pick a favorite.
Oh, this has my
Or
favorite Smith
Shannon.
song of all time on it. What's my favorite Smith song of all
This
time?
joke isn't funny anymore. I know that.
That joke.
That
Joke
joke.
isn't funny anymore.
Anymore.
Is the best Smith song ever made. And I've been to a lot of tribute
Oh, I
concerts and
can't
stuff,
pick one.
and not a single tribute band has ever performed it. I want to hear it live at least once.
You need this?
You
Do I
didn't
need
pick
it?
one.
I thought about it.
Which one?
But then the next
Well,
one
this
was
has
better, and then
the
next one was
quintessential radio song of How Soon Is Now with all those layered Johnny Marr guitars. There's a club if you'd like to go. You could meet somebody who really loves you, but you go and stand on your own, you leave on your own, and you go home and you cry and you want to die.
Yeah.
Romo just passed out.
better. I know. This is definitely not Romo's episode.
See, the teenage version of me would pick "I Want the One I Can't Have" and it's driving me mad. Just that's what Morrissey was about. Never getting what you want, never being happy, always being alone and lonely, and that defined my teenage years.
I can never really relate to that. I just like the
pick
song.
Pick one.
I really have to pick one.
Yes, you have to pick it one. Just pick one. Okay, now it's
I
boring.
can't do it.
Wow, you're not good at this.
I'm not good
You
at
don't
this.
understand the point of the video.
Because
that
I
we're
have to
filming.
think about each song, and then I'm like,
That
it-
joke isn't funny anymore. It's
like,
the best Smith
yeah,
song
but then
ever.
like
and then we have like the best of albums. There's
Yeah.
two, they're
These
everything-
came
they're the
out
same.
in the early 90s, and all of us real fans said, why would we buy those? We already own all these songs, and we ended up buying them anyways, buying into the hype, because they were a different order. Because remember, this is back when you put a CD on, and you knew the songs in order. Ryder doesn't understand that, because Ryder only listens to Spotify, and not albums in their entirety. That's why I bought the portable CD player, so that you could listen to these in the order that the artist wanted, because they do sometimes tell a story.
I'm gonna go with Girlfriend in a Coma on this one.
Okay.
You wanted me to pick.
No, okay. Girlfriend in a Coma is a good song, but it's also it's on the same album right now as like William. It was really nothing, and it doesn't really compare to that song.
Hand in Glove.
Hand in Glove.
The sun shines out of our behinds.
Panic is good. This Charming Man is, I think, like a masterpiece. That song's so good. And then we also have 2 of the volume 2s.
Same guy.
2 of the
They don't
volume
look the
2s.
same. Was this his type or something?
People he idolized from old 50s and 60s movies.
This one has The Boy with the Thorn in His Side, which is one of the best songs ever.
Mm-hmm.
And That Joke Isn't Funny Anymore, and Big Mouth Strikes Again, and Last Night I Dreamt That Somebody Loved Me, and There's a Light That Never Goes Out.
You can't pick this one.
This is all of my favorites on one single album. This is like every single song, except for like Shakespeare's Sister, which I don't really like as much as the other ones. But
it did spur a good band.
It did. Shakespeare's
Inspire
Sister.
a good band.
Do you have a favorite?
You'd better hope
this
and
album.
Pray
I'm not
that
choosing.
you'll wake one day.
And then
in
we
your
have
own
the
world.
singles album, which has some lady on it, as most of them
Some
do.
old actress. You always
Lots of good songs. This is almost exactly the same as this, if I'm going to be honest.
It's interesting that on Strange Ways Here We Come, Morrissey wrote a song about a dead pop star that they were trying to sell records off of, and they ended up having it happen to them, even though they didn't die.
And then we have 2 copies of Rank, and for some reason one of them you wrote the word Klaus on, and I know that you wrote it because it's your handwriting.
No, I didn't write Klaus. That's from like a thrift store.
Seriously? That looks just like your handwriting.
Here's the thing. These CDs and cassettes never show up at the thrift store. So if you find them, we just buy them. It doesn't matter how many I have.
Nope.
They're very collectible. You never find the cassettes. The cassettes are $15 to $20 on eBay, which I won't pay because they're just to sit somewhere. But I do buy them a lot because sometimes, like in this case, like since we already have the CD, if you wanted to display the gatefold of the fans ripping Morrissey's shirt apart, it's fantastic. It's fantastic,
Also,
and they all just are so into it.
This has the Rush Home Ruffians.
Rush
that you
Home
told me
Ruffians
is like the best.
Yeah, because he crosses it with Marie's the Name of His Latest Flame by Elvis Presley.
Yeah, that is a good picture.
A very old friend came back today. Yeah, hold on real quick. Just want to show you on this picture. The reason this picture is so good is this guy right here. This guy is into it. He is crying, trying to get that shirt. Everybody else is having a laugh. And this guy is like, if he doesn't get the shirt, he's going to kill himself. So
Where he is.
we love that guy.
I hope he got that shirt. He really deserved it.
That man is Gordon Ramsay.
That's no, don't lie to the people. They'll believe you.
No, if they know your dad.
And then we have a bunch of Morrissey. I might know like a few of these from my childhood, but I'm not really the biggest like solo Morrissey fan. We have
Ringleader
Leader
of the Tormented.
Of the Tormentors. I don't think I know any of these. No. But it's solo Morrissey being sad and angry and superior to everyone, which is what he does. I think that like
Not a good one.
the best part of the Smiths is Johnny Marr.
I can't read it, so I'm going to have to trust you. That is way too small for me.
I will see you in far off places. Dear God, please help me.
Dear God,
You've
please
killed
help me.
The youngest was the
You Have
most
Killed Me
loved.
is my favorite song on that
That's
album.
a good song. I know that one.
There you go. And then
As I live and breathe, you have killed me, you have killed me. Yes, I walk around some.
this one doesn't have any of the.
That's You Are the Quarry. That is the album that brought him back from the dead.
Yeah, that's a good
He
one.
lost his record contract. He got it back with this and came back with First of the Gang to Die.
Which is
There's
amazing
no
one.
track list on this.
Trust me on it.
Anyways, there you go. He looks cool on that album cover. And then we have.
You have never been in
Oh, I know that
love
song.
until you've seen the dawn rise behind the home for the blind.
This is World of
I can't sing
Morrissey.
very well. This is a compilation album.
It has a lot. I know a lot of these actually.
Give me a title.
The Last of the Famous
Yeah,
International Playboys.
one of my favorite singles because that was never on an album until now.
The Loop.
The Loop is one of his greatest songs ever. Sister, I'm a Poet. These are all the singles compiled into one album.
Yeah, I know a lot of those. And then we have this one, which is Tomorrow.
Oh.
It has 3 songs on
Love
it.
it.
Tomorrow, Let the Right One Slip In, and Passionate Love.
Passionate Love. And
Yeah.
this one is interesting because Let the Right One Slip In, or Let the Right One In. How does he say it? Let the Right One Slip In was the inspiration for a vampire movie called Let the Right One In that was made in Europe and also
And who's on the
remade in
cover of that
America.
one? Isn't this the one that was rumored to be with the Jake guy?
Yeah, this is Morrissey and some guy, and they're like nude.
Yeah, it was rumored that that was the
The secret boyfriend.
Jake that he'd been with forever.
Then there's this one which doesn't like have a name, but
Alex.
That's Pregnant for the Last Time.
but it's I know a lot of the songs. We Hate It When Our Friends Become
Oh, yeah, it's We Hate It When Our
Successful,
Friends, yeah.
and Suedehead is on this one. Is there any reason that they started becoming like these like paper?
These are
fold-away
singles.
ones? That makes more sense.
albums.
Cheaper to make.
And then there's this one, which is super duper thin, and it has Pregnant for the Last Time, Skin Storm, Cosmic Dancer, and Disappointed all on it.
Good songs.
It doesn't have a back. It's like super duper thin.
You were probably conceived to this album.
You probably were.
This was
That's
a
why I
very
looked
popular
at you and I was
one
like, oh.
because Pregnant for the Last Time's rockabilly, and then Skin Storm is dirty. It's very. It's the
beautiful.
sexiest song he's written.
He used to sing it to me.
Yeah, he's just singing it.
He did when he was
Women
young.
would swoon.
I would swoon.
From nausea.
Nobody else.
Yes.
Um,
And then it ends obviously with see, let me show you the tracks here. You get busy with Pregnant for the Last Time, which is an entendre. Cosmic Skin Storm, which is very sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Then Cosmic Dancer, you're really getting in the groove. And then ultimately, she's disappointed. And that's how it goes.
then there's
It's the
this
comedy
one,
portion of the show, folks.
Another one with like 4 songs on it. It has
Is that My Love Life?
My Love Life, I've Changed My Plea to Guilty, and then Skin Storm is on it again.
Now, Change My Plea to Guilty is interesting in that when I went to the Morrissey convention, they were having a sound-alike contest, and I auditioned with that song. I did not make it into the show, but I did audition with that.
But you looked great.
With Richard Blade's
Your
assistant.
costuming was
Yes.
fab. I have pictures.
People
First
don't know
time I
that
met you.
this video right now is being directed by Michael Bay. Like that. Oh, yeah. Look at that lens flare. That's actually that's not Michael Bay. That's John McTiernan or J.J. Abrams' lens flare.
Oh, that looks like the
I don't know,
skinhead.
but this one has The Boy Racer on it, and I know that one.
Which is considered one of the worst songs he's ever written.
I like that one, so says a lot about me.
Richard Blade.
The Morrissey songs that I know.
Richard Blade debuted that on K-Rock and afterwards went, Boy Racer, Morrissey, not liking that one.
He looks really
I
funny
love
here.
this one.
He looks
I
really
love that
silly in
cover.
this cover. He's got like sideburns
Is
or
that
whatever.
maladjusted?
Yeah, maladjusted. Do I know any of these?
Probably not.
No, I don't know any of these. My apologies to the Morrissey fans. I'm much more of a Smiths person. This is like this is the iconic one, right? This one?
No,
Bonafide?
this is a compilation
Oh, I
with
thought
one or
this
two
was
new
a-
songs.
yeah.
This one contained November Spawn a Monster and
I
a
know
bunch of
that
other
one.
singles.
I know Interesting Drug.
And a single.
I know
and then
Ouija Board.
Piccadilly
Every Day is Like
Polare.
Sunday. I know Lucky Lisp. I know a lot of these.
Yeah.
Last one, yeah. This is the Morrissey stuff that I know.
This was the singles in one form, so you didn't have to buy all the separately.
And then here's Your Arsenal.
That's a funny picture.
Yeah, he's got his tongue out in the back cover for some reason.
Yeah.
and
And on the
then-
front, he's using the microphone as a phallus.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna get demonetized.
I don't know too many of these.
This is his most successful album. This has sold more than any Smiths album or any Morrissey album. This has.
Bless you.
You're gonna need someone
I'm
on your
allergic to
side.
solo
Glamorous
Morrissey.
Glue will let you know. The National
it's
Front
the dust
Disco.
on
Certain
the
people
CD.
I know
We like
tomorrow. I know it's gonna happen someday. This is a classic album.
And then we have two.
This was
copies.
produced by Mick
3.
Ronson.
We have 3 copies.
This one
of
wins.
People
We have the
Hate.
most of it.
I know a few of these. I think Every Day is Like Sunday. I only know Bengalian Platforms because Dad hates it.
It's a terrible song.
Yeah, no, I don't know too many of these. Hairdresser on Fire.
It's a great song.
Hairdresser on fire.
I guess I have to listen to more solo Morrissey. I don't know. I've never really gotten
All
into it.
around Sloane Square.
Oh,
Late
it's
Night
like-
Maudlin Street is a great song.
So we have 3 copies of Kill Uncle, but like for some reason, I think it's because this one's is it because it's UK version that it's a little bit different than the
Yeah,
other ones?
probably.
3 copies.
3 copies of Kill Uncle. No one even needs 1, and we have 3.
Okay. This has my favorite Morrissey song of all time.
I'm going to guess. It's not Mute Witness. Is it King Lear?
No.
Driving Your Girlfriend Home.
Driving Your Girlfriend Home is the only good solo Morrissey song. Driving Your Girlfriend Home is a masterpiece. I got into that song before I even got into the Smiths. That was just a song that I really, really enjoyed. That song is so good.
There's a Place in Hell for me and my friends. We don't have Morrissey at K-Rock here. It must still be in the garage somewhere where he took the songs and rockabillyed them. I bought this the day it came out, obviously. I bought it at Music Plus at Norwalk Square.
I bought it a couple of times.
And I ran it home and listened to it. And when somebody the next day was like, "Get the new Morrissey album?" I was like, "I did." They're like, "How'd you like it?" I said, "I didn't. This is a terrible album." After Viva Hate is a strong album. This was a weak follow-up. And that's why, oh my God, he followed it up with Your Arsenal and finally got it right. This is the best solo album he had done at that time.
I know, Driving Your Girlfriend Home is kind of a mess, but now they're all out of order. Look what you've done.
Oh, is there an order?
Yes. I think no. Are you sure that's the right order?
But he does have a poster of this somewhere. I used to have Morrissey posters up in the back in the laundry room.
Anyways,
Surprised you haven't stolen them.
Listen, these... Well, that's because I'm scared if I take them off of the walls, they'll disintegrate. I don't want to touch them out of fear. Anyways, these are the real masterpieces. The Smiths. So much better than solo Morrissey. These songs are incredible. And he sounds good, and the guitar is good, and there's tons of good merch, and it's good. And I recommend that everyone listens to these. You don't have to listen to this stuff unless you are obsessed and you feel like you have to. This is
for all you doll fans out there, this is the limited edition Morrissey
his
doll.
His outfit isn't very Morrissey at all.
Do we have? Oh, you know what? You don't have Morrissey at K-Rock.
Yeah.
That's what he's wearing. That's the Morrissey at K-Rock.
When I think of Morrissey, I think of a blouse and some glasses.
And, yeah.
Fun fact. This is a specific outfit. It's the Morrissey at K-Rock cover. And it's that way because those clothes were, at the time that I made the doll, really easy to find because that is clothing from 90210 dolls. This is Luke Perry's pants
boots?
And Brandon... Jason Priestley's jacket, or vice versa.
He's wearing these big hiking boots.
Yeah.
He looks kind of silly. He's kind of a silly guy.
And he's a Vanilla Ice doll.
You gave him sideburns though.
I gave him sideburns, and I gave him a big ring.
And he has a ring, which is just it's a pin,
it's an earring.
Stuck
He used to have a press pass on his jacket to get backstage, but it must have fallen off.
Well, it's only been a couple of years.
One of them, I don't think it's this one.
A couple?
Yeah.
No,
The one
it was
30.
There's another one in the garage that's
funny.
signed by Richard Blade, so we have 2. But he does need an upgrade in his outfit. Maybe we'll get the other one and upgrade it.
I think we should make a new one.
Yeah,
I think I should make one.
God knows what a vanilla ice doll goes for.
That's
now.
true too.
I got these at Spencer Gifts for $4.
When they went on clearance, your dad just bought them all. So
I
you
had
a bunch.
20 or 30 at one point.
Told you used to make them for girls to woo them.
Who would be wooed by that?
That's how we met.
You're the.
I wanted to
I'm
order
saying.
a doll.
I'm saying you're the one. If I tried to, if I went up to a woman and it was like,
You tried.
I got this for you. They would think I'm a serial killer, like Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, they didn't.
Jeffrey
look that
Tucker,
impressed.
Jeffrey Dahmer. It's not that
You
far
also
apart.
had the glasses too.
What's that?
Like the Dahmer glasses.
You did.
Yeah.
Although I can't talk because I have the Dahmer glasses.
Yeah, you're carrying on the tradition. So, all right. So Morrissey, the Smiths. We hope you've enjoyed this 30-minute
Our love
deep
story.
dive into
And I'm here.
this British pop
Your
band
fault of our
that
love
lasted 2 weeks on
I
the
like
charts.
the Smiths. I think that they're good. I think they're good. I think they're good. I want to see more tribute bands because I don't want to see the real thing because he doesn't show up to concerts because he's cold.
Take us out with some Smiths.
He's cold.
I don't want to sing. I'm not a singer. I just like listening to it. Austin can't sing, but he sings anyways.
Oh, you should hear him do more.
Because he thinks he can sing. I know that nobody wants to hear me, so I don't sing.
But you dance. You can do a jig. Yeah, you dance good.
I do
Park
a
the
little
car
movie.
at the side of the road. You should know. Time's tide will smother you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. Anything else you want to tell these nice people, Rachel?
Yeah. Stay tuned. Next week we're going somewhere really fun.
if you've lost
We
your
are.
grandma and you're on the search for her, we've adopted this old lady and we found her a little bit ago, and you know she's got her wonderful sweater with the red canaries
I do. Look
on
at this.
it.
It's a great sweatshirt. They made little buttons for it and everything.
It's not a sweatshirt, it's a cardigan.
No, well, it's a sweatshirt that's been cut down the middle, and somebody sewed buttons on, and it's
what?
a made. It's a made sweatshirt.
It's wonderful.
It's
just
fabulous. My mother would have loved it. Would have
stop
approved.
like pulling it across like
This is
Dad
the
and I are
sweater
really
your mother
old.
was buried in.
Yep, we dug her up.
Do you see what I deal with on a regular basis? Do you see?
I'm here.
Bye, everybody. See you later.
Bye.